Hey, have you ever waited to the last moment to record a video that you said you're gonna do every Wednesday? And it's Tuesday at 1:53 p.m. and you're like, okay, it's time to buckle in and do this video. But then you start coughing and you can't stop coughing and you feel like you're gonna throw up and you think like, oh, I just gotta get a video out. And your original video plan was like recording, hey, you got laid off and like, here's your plan and what are you gonna do? But then you went into some detail about like, well, here's how I got started and here's what's important to me. And then you realize your video's like 30 minutes long and you're like, oh, that's just me talking. And then you're like, well, I gotta edit this and then I gotta like put this all together. And then you're like, wow, it's already Tuesday in the afternoon and you really wanted to stream today. So like, is it more important to stream or is it more important to do your video? And then you're like, oh man. So then you get a little bit of anxiety and then you like just can't help but like wonder, should I do a different video for this week? And you're like, yeah, so you sit down to do it. But then you're like, well, what am I gonna do a video about? Because like technically, did I want my videos to be each week about a specific topic? Not really, but also I didn't want them to be specifically like UO related. And so the whole goal of my videos on Wednesday was gonna be more of an overall Jace owns, how about this guy on the internet? Oh. And then I wanted to sprinkle weekly regular content, whether it be UO, Pantheon, World of Warcraft, hardcore mode, etc. So my week, I'm still dying over here. So anyway, then I thought like, well, you got to make sure you're at least doing Wednesdays, dude. And you got to get on the board. You got to get on the bandwagon. You got to get it done. Because if you're waiting till Tuesday to actually get the video ready, you've already failed, right? Like ideally I have multiple videos prepped. Ideally, I'm like dominating out here. But what's happening is I want to work on my website, UO Addicts, because we're launching that February 1st, and I've been doing that. But while I'm working on the website, I think you really need to be doing a video. I'm working on the website, but my brain is like, hey bro, video. And then when I go to do a video, I'm like, hey bro, website. And then while I'm like back and forth with the website video, I'm like, hey bro, you should live stream. And then while I'm on the live stream, I'm like, hey bro, you need to make sure that you're doing like clips and stuff so that you can turn these into a video. And then while you're like not doing your clips and stuff, then you're like, hey man, I just kind of want to escape and play something completely different. So you're over there on the Xbox with your 5-year-old playing a farming simulator as a mech warrior, okay? Which is a pretty cool game. Anyway, then you're like, hey bro, your daughter's in the hospital and like you probably should go look and get a job so you can have like insurance and not be on Cobra. But then you're like, hey bro, no, you really should try to focus up and make this happen for yourself, because if you don't focus up and like make this happen for yourself, it's not gonna happen. And then you're like, hey bro, why don't you just sit there and record yourself real quick talking to the camera about your struggles, and maybe that could be your video. I don't know, we're gonna see how this turns out, but I appreciate any support. Thank you for following along. Like, what's important to me right now? 1, the launch of UOAddicts.com. 2, family. I mean, family's first. No, family's first, damn it. I should have done family first. Let's edit that out. Families, number 1, important. Number 2, the UO Addicts website launch, February 1st. Number 3, video content related to the games that people are excited about for my particular content, which number one is UO. B, number 2, I like achievements. And I think that my main goal is to, if I'm gonna be playing games and making content about the game,
do it again.
I want it to be about achievements. Now, World of Warcraft hardcore mode doesn't have achievements necessarily, but there's certain milestones that you can hit to win or to do good or whatever, right? And so, for example, I would like to get a character to 60 without dying, obviously, because it's hardcore. I'm also gonna do the Self-Found Challenge. Currently level 15 Druid. Haven't streamed it at all, but I should. So that's gonna be one of those things that are coming up. The Ultima Online, I'm trying to get in the top 300. We're getting closer. We're 301. So top 300, we're almost there. Yes, a couple more achievements and we're gonna be there. And then I wanna make sure that I'm doing videos every Wednesday. The next video that I thought I was gonna publish was more about my history, about working and how I got into development, and since being laid off, like what's next for me. But it got a little, I don't wanna say it got dark, but it got a little rough. So I definitely wanna publish that video, but I need to like hone it in a little bit. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe for more content where a bald white guy screams at you over the internet. I don't scream, I'm actually very kind. So hopefully I don't die. I'll see you next week. Peace.